Will Australia have to increase its defence spending as a percentage of GDP, as Mike Pizzullo and others have argued, to show we're pulling our weight?
Well, firstly, we are increasing our defence spending as a percentage of GDP. We're engaging
up to
in
3%.
Historic levels of increased. Well, we've engaged in historic levels of increased defence spending right now. I mean, the $50 billion of additional spending over the decade, the $5 billion of additional spending over the forward estimates. I mean, in the context of peacetime Australia, they represent historic levels of increased expenditure, the largest that we've seen in decades. Now, we did that in response to our strategic circumstances. And in a rational world, it is the strategic landscape which drives what one should spend on defence. And I can tell you that we are rational people in a rational government, and that's why we've made the decisions that we have and will continue to do so. It is fundamentally important, given the complexity of the strategic landscape that we face right now, that we are building Australian capability, and that's what we're doing. We have been boosting defence spending, Kieran, and we've been boosting it in a historic way in terms of historically large amounts. So, I mean, the runs are on the board in terms of what we've done. Yeah. And the levels of spending that we have engaged in defence, and not just budgeting, but the levels of money that we've seen actually go out the door to Australian defence industry to build capability in the here and now, all of that is happening at record levels in terms of peacetime Australia. But we need to be doing that because we do have a very complex strategic environment, and that's why we have been focused on increasing our defence budget.
We're coming up to the top of the hour. I've got to ask you this one. How about this story? You'll enjoy this. The South Korean president has just started practicing golf. For the first time in 8 years, he's picked up a club preparing for Trump. Maybe you should take the Prime Minister out for some lessons, or the Prime Minister should take you to Florida. What do you think? You should have get on the links with the incoming president.
Kieran, you are... I don't know how to answer that, and it is very bad of you, given that you and I have played golf together on the odd occasion, for you to be asking me those questions. I mean, it's not a secret that I don't need my arm twisted that much to go and hit the fairways. Look, let's see what we can do in terms of... I know that Anthony has hit a golf ball in the past, but we will be... I have met President Yoon. South Korea is a proud golfing nation. It's perhaps not a surprise that he should be brushing up his skills.
There you go. So if Ambassador Kennedy or anyone else is watching, the acting Prime Minister is up for an invitation for some golf. I appreciate your time today. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Kieran.